Decentralization. Decentralize your life.
Okay, welcome to Decentralization Sunday on the American Curmudgeon channel. I am the American Curmudgeon. Decentralization is what we're talking about here. And if you don't know already, decentralization is when you do anything to avoid the algorithm of any kind of streaming, any kind of subscription services where they mine your data. They know what you're doing. They're going to make money off of you and basically just invade your privacy. Some people have no problem with that. That's fine. But me, I'd like to avoid ads. And I think the best way to do that is to buy physical media. Physical media right now is at an all-time low. My advice to you is get in while you can, but don't do it too much because I'm buying up a lot of it myself. All right, this week we're talking metal. Two very important records. One from Mr. Dave Grohl from a little known band you might have heard of called the Foo Fighters, and another band you might have heard of called Motorhead. Okay, the first one is a side project, a metal side project from Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters. This one is called PROBOT. This album came out 20 years ago. In fact, it came out specifically February 2004, and it is an album that he recorded all the instruments. I'd say 85% of them all by himself, wrote all the instrumentals and used different vocalists from the metal world, from the punk world, and all in all, it's a solid release. I slept on this album really hard 20 years ago. I guess I just didn't, I thought it'd be like cheesy or something, or that it wouldn't be up to snuff. Dude, it is absolutely up to snuff. I've been playing this album nonstop for the last 3 days, and my favorite songs on here is I'm sorry for the reflection of the light, but as you can see, we've got Kronos, Max from Sepultura, we've got Lemmy from Motorhead, Mike Dean of Corrosion of Conformity, Kurt from DRI, Lee Dorian from Cathedral, Napalm Death, Wino from St. Vitus, Tom G. Warrior from Celtic Frost, Snake from Voivod, Eric Wagner from the band Trouble, and King Diamond from Merciful Fate and King Diamond. Now, I have some of these that are my favorites. Some of them I don't care for too much. But I love the first song. It's called Centuries of Sin with Kronos from Venom singing. Venom was a band that I didn't really care for that much. I thought they sounded really untalented and their songs were kind of ridiculous, and the production on the records weren't that good. Dude, the song Centuries of Sin with Kronos is amazing. So I was playing that 3 times today while I was driving to Costco. That's a whole nother story. And my second favorite is Spill Your Blood with Lemmy from Motorhead on vocals and also on bass guitar. There's also a video for that made the rounds 20 years ago featuring the Suicide Girls from suicidegirls.com. I don't even know if that website even exists anymore. I have no idea. But, dude, let's take a gander on what's going on here. So you get the CD. This is put out by an independent record label called Southern Lord. They specialize in doom, hardcore, and metal. So their packaging usually looks pretty good. And here's all the lyrics. You got a picture of Kronos from Venom, looking all Kronos-y. You got Max from Soulfly, who is still in that new metal stage because this is 20 years ago. You have Lemmy, who's basically God. You've got Mike from Corrosion of Conformity. That's from that's from the back cover of Animosity, if I'm not mistaken. This is Kurt from DRI. You got Lee Dorian from Cathedral. You've got let's see, Wino. You've got Tom G. Warrior looking all metal from Celtic Frost. Snake, look at him from Voivod. You've got Eric Wagner, R.I.P., and of course King Diamond. There you go with his Gene Simmons makeup, and then you've got Dave Grohl, and then his like little dedication said it all. Blame it on Edgar Winter, and then this blah 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 blah. All this whole dissertation of why he did this, and little picture of short-haired Dave Grohl. Hi. And the back cover. There you go. So it's a solid record. My advice to you, pick it up. If you like metal, you're going to love it. If you like punk, you might like it too. If you like Dave Grohl, it doesn't sound anything like the Foo Fighters. I tell you, if this was what the Foo Fighters sounded like, I probably like them a little more because Foo Fighters are not really one of my favorite bands. If that's his version of heavy metal, he does it very, very well. The guitar sound is fucking all fuzzed out, down tuned. And the drumming is fucking amazing. It's Dave Grohl. He's an absolutely phenomenal drummer. Oh, by the way, another big thing: the cover art and also the font, the writing. This is handwriting, not right there. Is done by the drummer of Voivod named Away. That's his nickname. If you know anything about Voivod, all of Voivod's covers look like this. They're a heavy metal, they're a thrash metal, heavy metal band, whatever kind of metal, futuristic metal, prog metal band, but they've been around for 40 years. They're from Canada. Look them up, Voivod. And the drummer did the art and the writing on this record. My 7.5. A solid 7.5 out of 10. Maybe even almost pushing an 8. Almost pushing an 8. So there you go. Speaking of Lemmy from Motorhead doing Shake Your Blood, this is Motorhead's Iron Fist. This record came out in 1982 when I was in ninth grade. This is my first introduction to Motorhead. The very first album I ever bought from them, and I bought it on vinyl. Again, when I was in ninth grade, I was in Don Darrow High School in Royal Oak, Michigan. This record, to me, is probably my favorite record, probably because there's no filler, all killer. There's not a bad song in the bunch. Every single song is good. You got Iron Fist opens up the record. This song is right up there with Ace of Spades. If you're one of those Motorhead fans that you think Ace of Spades is their best song, or it's the only song that you know by Motorhead, that's fine. It's a great song. It's one of their best songs, but Iron Fist gives it a run for its money. Then it goes to Heart of Stone. I'm the doctor. You can go to hell. I'm a loser. Sex and outrage. America. Hot as hell. Shut it down. Shut it down. Motherfucking speed freak. Don't let them grind you down. Probably my favorite song on this entire record is ba da 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 ba 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 ba. Turn on. I don't need no blind belief. I don't need no comic relief. I don't need no see no scars. I don't like Jesus Christ Superstar. Don't need religion. There you go. And it ends to bang to rights. Every single song is fire. Solid. What is my rating for Iron Fist by Motorhead? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Some people think their earlier shit is better. I think not. I don't own every single album by Motorhead yet, but I just bought No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Not as good as Iron Fist. And the next thing I'm going to buy, Another Perfect Day. Look that one up. My two choices for this week is Probot, Dave Grohl's metal side project, and of course, the classic album by Motorhead from the early 80s, Motorhead Iron Fist. Okay. All right, I think we covered everything. I will be back next week and every single Sunday from now on with a new episode of Decentralization Sunday. I will see you next week on Tuesday for my live stream, The American Curmudgeon Show. I am The American Curmudgeon. Thank you for watching.